Hello guys, Thunderblade here. Let's just say I have a very special video for you guys. Now I normally don't do voiceovers anymore, but I felt that this video was so important that I wanted to guide you guys through it. So this is glitching into the Deep Stone Crypt, the full version. Okay. In part 1, I showed you how to get to the area known as Desolation. To get inside, you can simply kill yourself. The problem once you get to Desolation is that if you go pretty much 1 foot into the actual encounter itself, what ends up happening is your screen will turn to red, your super will slowly fade, and then you will die in 3 seconds. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a way past this normally. So instead, the alternative is simply to create a state where you are lagging so much to the point that you can that you won't necessarily get affected by too much mechanics. And to do this, I elected to do lots of downloads to the point that I just have lots of lag. As a result, you're going to be seeing contacting Destiny 2 servers. From here, it's not all said and done, to be honest. You will likely get kicked to orbit a lot of times. You will likely get the red screen, and your goal is to make it through this encounter basically without getting kicked or without the door on the other end closing. Spoiler alert, in this video itself, I made it to the door, but the door was closed. However, this is probably the best time I saw the path. I've made it about 4 times, and all 4 times I was not recording. If I made it successfully, that door would open. But let's just say you made it to the door and you didn't get kicked. Where now? On the other side of that door is a tunnel, and on the other side of this tunnel is this area called restrictor. This is the second area in the raid. From here, there's a very simple out of map that basically is a massive game changer. Huge, absolutely huge shout out to Froggy for doing this, for finding that spot, and for, helping me explore. And while I'm walking to the facility itself, the actual crypt, I would like to also give a very special shout out to a few other people in the Raid Secrets Discord for, helping me out. Obama's Burner, or I guess non-political nickname, on the Raid Secrets Discord. Thank you so much for your help. I greatly appreciate you. I Lie, thank you so much. Obviously, Froggy, thank you very, very much. Freudic, thank you very, very much. Great. I'd say this was a team project. We all had things that we saw. We all contributed to it, and I could say this was a massive success. Now, Froggy did make his own video, and thank you for, I guess, waiting for me. I greatly appreciate it. And he definitely found his own little stuff there, so if you haven't watched Froggy's video, you're bound to discover some other stuff there too. This is going to be the first encounter, official encounter that drops in the raid, I think. This is the bypass crypt security encounter, where I think there's 2 different levels, and that door over there will not open until, I don't know, maybe you have to complete the first part of the encounter, maybe that's the start. But this area right here is where I think is the first encounter, due to the enemy spawn doors, due to everything else. Once you successfully clear it, there's going to be this little drop-down section, where we've got to clarity control. Speaking of which, before I begin, I would like to have a massive warning for everyone else. There are truly amazing spoilers up ahead. This raid is probably one of the best things they have ever made, and honestly, I usually never do this, but this piece of content is so amazing, so I'll do it anyway. There are massive spoilers ahead. You probably shouldn't watch, but if you're just too, I guess, it just hurts to know, like, you want to know what lies ahead, what truly amazing things I'm talking about, keep watching, because trust me, you will be fucking blown away, I can guarantee you. Anyway, once you go down and hit the load zone for clarity control, we're actually going back up, because surprisingly, the 3rd area we're in right now is called clarity control. The 4th area is called rapture. And the thing is, after you go down into the crypt, you will actually be teleported into space into a massive fucking space station. And you will use that space station to basically blow it up with nukes, and then you'll crash back down to Europa. Wow. You see that ahead? That is a massive fucking space station. There's a just huge wall behind me that separates the two, like, parts of the encounter. Like, but basically on the other side of that wall is a massive darkness statue, by the way. There's a lot of videos about that, so I won't necessarily comment too much. But, yes, massive darkness statue behind it. Beyond that's the first boss encounter. You see those rings? Space station. So, on the other side of that wall, there are two things, right? Oh, you just saw it right there. There is Jupiter and Europa. We are not on Europa in the raid. We are in fucking space. Space. Bravo, Bungie. You've outdone yourselves. Now, to get to the fourth checkpoint, so I can show you, it's right around here. Be careful though, because I actually have died while loading in. Essentially, once we're in Rapture, the fourth area, the fifth area is where I'm aiming at right now. Unfortunately, that's right there is the final boss arena, and we cannot currently get to it. Unfortunately, maybe JB3. I think if you're watching, that's a joke. Don't take it seriously. But yes, that right there is the fifth and final, I'm pretty sure, final area in the raid. But this is basically like 80% of it. And trust me, it's absolutely insane. Now, I also want to say that this is only... There are additional stuff in this raid that I haven't shown in this video. This is just a general video. I don't want to make it 30 minutes long, because trust me, there is 30 minutes of actual meaningful content. Like, cool stuff, cool views, like that right there ahead of us. Look at that. That is amazing. That right there is absolutely amazing. And inside right here is actually the third, what I believe to be the third encounter. As you can see, it takes place in like the cockpit of a ship. And once you clear this encounter, the floor below you will open. And you can, well, you can head to the final area, but you'll see what I don't want to say just yet, because I want to keep you hyped up. So, complete this encounter. Well, here's some enemy spawn points. You drop down in that elevator shaft. You turn around and everything's on fucking fire. Holy shit, you gotta escape. Go, 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 go. And you run down this flaming passageway. I'm assuming there's gonna be like flames behind you or some shit. And at the end of this hallway lies an escape pod. And I believe, and Froggy and also, we came to this realization that this is sort of the thing that I was aiming at earlier on with the sniper. You go to this escape pod and you get teleported, well, you crash, quote unquote. You crash into back on Europa into the final boss arena, where you fight the final boss. Although I swear to God, that's fucking Tannis. Now, before I end this video, this is basically all. This is like huge, and I'm telling you, if you guys want more, I can show you more. I can make it in like at least another 10-minute video just showing all the stuff I didn't show you here. But this is a general overview of the raid. But one last thing, I want to keep you guys wanting. So, this is the fourth area, but let's go back to the third area for a second. I want to show you something absolutely amazing. So, you know how in a raid there's like encounters between encounters? Like, there's encounter number 1, then there's encounter number 2, but between them there might be like a pathway. So after the first boss is you fight in Clarity Control. It's like some fallen exo dude, one of Aramis' lieutenants with punchers. So you fight him. Then there are these 4 little tubes that I will, if you guys want, I can show you what they look like. Both sides. You take those tubes and you go into space. And in space, you don't just start at the beginning of the ship. No, no, no. You literally have to jump through space in a jumping puzzle filled with, you know, spinning rings, filled with all types of stuff. And then you go to this little hangar that I'm about to show you. And if you guys want, I can show you what that jumping puzzle looks like. We literally, dude, guys, we found a chest. We found a raid chest before the raid came out. Unfortunately, well, Froggy opened it, nothing dropped. But I don't know. Still, this raid is absolutely going to be fucking insane. I honestly can't wait. And to hit the checkpoint, you just have to like slide around that point. And then once you're done, you go to this hangar. But if you guys want, I can explore, you know, this hangar space before the teleport zone. But I think I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys want a part 3, I will sure as hell give you a part 3. But this has been the Deep Stone Crypt. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the Raid Secrets community. Thank you so much to Froggy. Greatly appreciate you guys. Underplayed signing out.